Howdy everyone, Pete Daddy here. Today I wanted to discuss this new FUT Summer Heat Silver Star Paulinho. This is a right mid from Leverkusen in Bundesliga, and when you first come across it, you're like, oh wow, we have a new Summer Heat SBC. Let me take a look at it. And you're like, what? A 74 rated? What is going on here? Then you kind of look at his base stats. You're like, 96 pace, that's okay. 86 shooting, 88 passing, 95 dribbling, 88 physical. Okay, this is not a bad looking card. Let's take a look a little bit further, and you're like, wow, 98 agility, 99 balance, great pace, Brazilian. What is he? 1-star, 1-star? No, he's 4-star, 4-star, high medium work rates. So you're like kind of a little excited. It's not a bad looking card. And actually, if you put like a Deadeye or a Sniper on him, Footbin says he's like a 94 rated or 95 rated. So you're kind of curious about it, like what's going on. Then we take a look at what the cost of this card is, and it requires an 83 rated squad with a Leverkusen player and an 83 rated squad with a Bundesliga player. So according to Footbin, currently this is right around 110,000 coins to complete. But I want to talk to you about the dangers of this card. We are potentially on the verge of a very slippery slope with EA, and I want to preach some caution on this. We have already seen this year EA testing out making pack rewards from SBCs untradeable. Now I think they've eased up on it a little bit. We had it a little bit where almost every single pack reward was untradeable. Now some of them are, some of them aren't. So they've kind of mixed it in, but I feel like this is going to be the next thing they are testing. And we've already seen that partially this year. For those of you who are league-wide SBC people, the Bundesliga was the first one that was released this year. And I know it's going to look different now, but when it was first released, the player ratings, all we had was this 84 and 83 available to us. And one of the things we did last year in FIFA 19, a lot of us would complete and grind out the league-wide SBCs. And I think the minimum was like 86, and a lot of them were like 88s or 89s. It just kind of depended on what league you were completing. Like some of the lower leagues, I think maybe had 84 or 86s, but all of the major leagues had like 88, 90 rated cards. Now they have subsequently released at, later on in the season, at winter refresh time, we got these 88s, and then at team of the season time, we got those 90s. So makes it a little more worthwhile now. But what I'm talking about is when they first released these, they released cards that were better than 83s and 84s, but they were ranking them 83 and 84s because they did not want people grinding the game. Everything is about buying FIFA points, opening packs, churning your club. So last year we had all kind of found a loophole and grinded the league-wide SBC to get those high-rated players. Now you can do that again, but when these first came out, it wasn't as easy. You were just hoping to get some good stuff from your packs. So what I am concerned about is that this is going to become the new norm. And what the problem is like, let's just compare it to something like this Malang Sarr right here. What are the requirements for this 92 rated? It requires an 83 rated squad with a French player, and there's many more French players that are higher rated than Leverkusen players, and it requires an 84 rated squad. So according to Footbin, this Malang Sarr costs around 10,000 more coins than the 74 rated Paulinho. Now the big difference though is this is a 74 rated card, this is a 92 rated card. So say you play with that Malang Sarr, and then another, you kind of like them, you're not necessarily going to be your in-game center back, you want to make an upgrade, you want to change, well you can easily throw that Malang Sarr into, say, this Prime Icon upgrade SBC, then you get some value from it. The cheapest 92 rated card, I think, is right around 50 or 60,000 coins, and the cheapest 92 rated center back is around 80,000 coins. So you're talking that even if you complete this SBC for 120,000 coins, you still have a card that's worth, between 60 and 80,000 coins, however you want to look at it. So you still have some value. This Paulinho card, on the other hand, you put 110,000 coins of value. And again, obviously, people try to talk semantics about all of this. A lot of us, if we did complete this, would just be using extra stuff in our club and be like, oh, it was free. But, it's I've tried to stress this a lot. It's really not free. You're still submitting that value. You know, if you complete that Paulinho, then you're maybe not going to be able to complete this Malang Sarr, or maybe you can complete Paulinho for free, but then you have to pay a little bit to complete Sarr, where you could have just completed Sarr for free, or you know, for the available capital that you have in your club. So just because you have that extra fodder available doesn't necessarily make it free. It's just that that's capital you're using on that particular card that you already have in your club. So I just want to make sure. I would recommend not doing this. And the reason they're putting it out there, let me just show you this. What I think they're trying to hide this with or mask it with, and they're also kind of talking like there's going to be more of these silver heat cards coming out, or whatever you want to call it, but we have a new objective with a rare players pack, and it's with a silver setup, you know, assist in 2 online classic friendly matches with only silver players in your squad, score 5 goals with only silver players, win 3 classic friendly matches with only silver players. So they're wanting you to complete that one to then come back and do this objective for a rare players pack. But just remember, a rare players pack is 50,000 coins, and you're talking about completing an SBC for 110,000 coins. That really isn't necessarily going to make this that much easier. You know, you're still, that's just 1 player out of 11, you know. So I feel like EA is trying to get you to churn the club. And what I also feel like, EA has a lot of goodwill built up with us right now. Like this summer heat promotion, I'll give them full credit. They have knocked it out of the park with this. There's been a lot of good stuff, you know, grinding for Ibra and Kubo. I guess that's my other point. I'm glad I came across Kubo. This Kubo right mid card, now I know this is La Liga. He's Japanese, maybe slightly harder to link, but this Kubo card is miles better than that Paulinho card. So if you need a right mid to fit in your team, you know, and there's better, I don't necessarily say better, but like if you have that Carvajal or something like that, you can easily link to Kubo. There's tons of La Liga options. Also tons of Bundesliga and Brazilian options. So I'm just saying you can link this Kubo easily as well if you need to. But this Kubo card is miles, miles, miles better than that Paulinho. And so I'm just trying to say that I'm a little concerned that we're going to be going down that road. And I feel like we had enough of a backlash to EA about the untradeable packs that they've kind of backed off on that a little bit. We do still get untradeable packs, but it's maybe not quite as frequent as we were getting for a while. So I would recommend not completing this one. You know, he's an okay card, but I wouldn't say he's anything like groundbreaking. I mean, if it was like a 90, I mean, if you were going to get like a 98 rated card out of this, and maybe that would be worthwhile because maybe that would be your in-game right mid, you know, something like that. But I just don't see it's worth it for the value. And what I'm mainly concerned with is the slippery slope we are on. If next year, you know, a lot of us grind league-wide SBCs, especially like this Libertadores and Sudamericana one, have just been godsends for those of us who grind the game. You know, these 88s and 90s that you can just craft for basically free have just made grinding the game so much easier. But EA just does not really like people who grind the game. What they like is people who buy FIFA points. So they want you buying your FIFA points left and right. So anything they can do to turn it back down so that you're going to be like, okay, well, I've got to complete this SBC. Like, let's just find an example here. Let me just look. Let's say you wanted to complete this Christian Eriksen, for example. If you want to complete Eriksen, you need an 85 and an 86. Okay, well, if I want to craft an 86 rated squad, I can do it by grinding those Libertadores and Sudamericana SBCs, and I can do it for basically free. EA doesn't want you to do that. EA wants me to go buy FIFA points, open packs, churn my club, do different things. And that's fine. No one, or I wouldn't say no one, I have no problem with them trying to make money. That is no problem. But what I've always said, there needs to be opportunities for people that want to grind the game to be able to win by grinding the game. I don't have any problem if someone wants to put $1,000 on the game and try to pack the best players. That's completely fine. EA can make billions and trillions and whatever they want to make. I don't have any problem with that. But they do need to give opportunities for those of us that grind the game, that play the game, to be rewarded from that. So I'm just concerned about that slippery slope for this Paulinho. But I think that's just my main thing. I guess if you're new here, please make sure to subscribe. Definitely let me know what you think about this. And I guess what I'm also really excited about, I just saw this Phil Foden right here. We've got tomorrow will be the Manchester City Liverpool match. We have that Paulinho in our club. So I'm dying to see if that Paulinho is going to be upgraded to a 95 or what's going to happen. If that, I'm really liking. Did I say Paulinho? Fabinho. I've got Paulinho on the brain. Another Brazilian. If I said Fabinho, what I meant Fabinho. If that Fabinho will be upgraded to a 95, that would be absolutely epic. I'll show you guys the team I am rocking really quick. I'm loving this team right here. Bruno Fernandes, we have at 94. He has been awesome. I'm starting to really come around on Marcus Rashford, but I am loving this team. This is most likely what I'm going to rock with in Weekend League. I'm just absolutely in love with this team right at the moment. But anyways, boys, definitely let me know what you think about the new content. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you click on subscribe. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, but I'll see you guys soon. Bye.